What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more garbage, and we're back with the third of 3 tracks provided by Mikey before we move on to the next proper album, with the albums being provided by Phil. Luca's lurking about and meowing. We'll see what she does. Are you coming up, or are you just going to be weird? I think the answer is just going to be weird. Now, you're going to knock things over if you do that. What a basket case. In any case, we're going to listen to The World Is Not Enough, and this is a phrase I'm familiar with without having seen the film. That's right, this is a Bond movie theme, which I will now have reacted to 3 of after doing this, meaning I've reacted to A View to a Kill, the track by Duran Duran for the 1985 Bond film of the same name, as well as The Living Daylights, the Aha theme from the 1987 Bond movie. Now, as I mentioned in both of those, I think the only Bond movie I saw when it came out is License to Kill, which had Timothy Dalton as Bond, and it's not really a franchise I've followed. I have respect for it. I get that it's a massive franchise spanning multiple decades and different actors playing the title character, but it's just never one that I've gotten into. When I did watch espionage films or TV shows, it was more the John le Carré, Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, subtle acting and that sort of thing. It was less about a superstar international spy. Nevertheless, I am intrigued to hear what Garbage does with this, if only because their music style is different from Duran Duran and Aha, whose music is already different from each other, but they're more in a similar, 80s synth-pop origin, whereas Garbage, started a little bit later, alternative rock mixed with some electronic sounds and genre bending, so I wonder if this will be more similar to the other Bond themes that I've heard, because I would imagine that there was, if not overt writing, certainly production done by the people who work on the score and who are involved with Bond, specifically the film, and not necessarily this all being the product of Garbage's composition. Nevertheless, it's still a Garbage song, and so I would imagine it might have a bit different of a sound and style compared to the other 2 Bond themes I've heard. In any case, The World Is Not Enough, it's from 1999, and this is the Garbage theme song from the film of the same name. It does indeed sound very Bond.
I know how to hurt. I know how to heal. I know what to show and what to conceal. I know when to talk, and I know when to touch. No one ever did the wanting too much. The world is not enough, but it is such a perfect place to start, my love. And if you're strong enough, together we can take the world apart, my love. People like us know how to survive. There's no point in living if you can't feel alive. We know when to kiss, and we know when to kill. If we can't have it all, then nobody will.
Spiteful.
The world is not enough, but it is such a perfect place to start, my love. And if you're strong enough,
definitely, it felt very Bond, which I say not really knowing the franchise, but of course I know the famous title sequence with the silhouette and the gun chamber and just the overall sound of the scores from the films, and having heard two previous Bond themes and reacting to them, it does feel like surely there was a lot, if not majority, sonic input slash composition from the people who worked on the score. And I imagine it would be a different composer. I mean, 85, 87, jumping ahead to 99, different producers, different directors, different actors involved with the franchise. I would expect this to be a different composer, maybe not John Barry as with the Aha version. And I don't even remember if that was the same composer who was involved with the View to a Kill and Duran's theme song. Either way, it feels very Bond in its stylings, in its sonic qualities. So I would imagine Garbage, at the very least, worked with the composer and the producers for the song. But in another way, because of Shirley's voice, it does feel like a Garbage track in the way she has this hypnotizing, haunting voice. And given some of the lyrics about, if you're strong enough, we can take this world apart, it feels like there's a bit of that destructive energy, which does characterize some of their songs outside of this context as well. And also that idea, there's a bit of that paint it black attitude, the idea that, well, if other people, like if I can't be happy and have everything I want, which might be more than the world itself, then no one's going to have anything. No one's going to be happy if I can't get what I want. So, yeah, that also feels a theme very fitting in a Garbage track. And yeah, sort of slower tempo jazz arrangement as it sounded, with a bit of symphonic sound, especially toward the end when we got those little string flourishes, and I think there was some brass as well. So you could feel there was a bit of an orchestral backing to a normal, quote-unquote, Garbage track, which might have a bit more of an electronic sound. But yeah, again, if you told me in advance that, okay, so Garbage did a theme for Bond, what do you think it would sound like? That's pretty close to what I might expect. So yeah, it seems very fitting both sonically and lyrically, and in both directions perhaps. So again, shout out to Mikey for sharing this extra material. We'll be on to, I believe, Beautiful Garbage next, and again, shout out to Phil for sharing that. Let me know what you think of this, and I will see you next time. Peace.